I spent the last 10 years of my life making money online in pretty much every way that you can. I have a social media marketing agency that does a steady 7 figures per year. I have an online education business. I make affiliate income from content, writing, consulting, and a bit of YouTube AdSense money. I don't say any of this to brag, but I say this to let you know that if there's a way to make money through the internet, I pretty much have absolutely tried it. In this video, I'm going to cover some of the skills that I think that everybody should absolutely know as we move into the future, even as things like AI and automation threaten to take away many jobs. This is going to be different than a lot of the YouTube videos on this topic right now that talk about nothing other than ChatGPT and language models, because these are going to be evergreen skills that anybody can learn. They can learn for free, they can learn quickly, and will absolutely serve them well into the future. I'm also going to cover them in the order that I recommend learning them, as well as give you some actionable steps at the end of this video to implement all of these right away so that you can learn them and monetize them. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a subscribe to the channel and do me a favor and let me know in the comments down below what you learned from this video. I'm always trying to connect better with my community and make these videos more actionable for you all. Skill number 1 is writing. If you're rolling your eyes right now, I have news for you. Writing will get you everything that you want in life, and your ability to write well will absolutely affect your ability to make money in the future. Writing is the base skill on which all of the other skills are built. It's the fundamental element of communication. It's how you present yourself, it's how you sell yourself, and it's how you carry your message to the world. Social media posts, writing. YouTube video scripts, writing. Business negotiations, writing. Building a community, writing. Everything bubbles up to being able to write well, and I owe so much of my success to my ability to clearly communicate my thoughts and ideas in the written form to the world. Writing is how I convince clients to do business with me. Writing is how I come up with these scripts. Writing is how I communicate and motivate my team that's all over the world. Writing is how I make sales with my digital products, generate traffic to my business, and the list goes on and on and on. All of the content on the internet that really has some sort of lasting impact more or less begins with writing. So how can you learn how to do it and make money from it? Here's what I would do. Number 1 is something that you're probably already doing: social media captions. Maybe you aren't ready to jump into the deep end and start writing a lot, but maybe you have Instagram or TikTok or some other platform. This is a great way to start developing your voice and to start writing with intention. Captions can be just a couple words with a quirky punchline that still has a ton of impact, or it can be an entire essay. It's totally up to you. Number 2 is you could start a Twitter. This is an amazing place where tons of great writers really start and hone their craft. It's a super easy way to start getting snippets out into the world. And because it's such a fleeting platform, everything that you write really doesn't have that much meaning unless it happens to go viral. So you can write and iterate on what you're writing until you start getting really, really good. You can also tap into other great writers on the platform and study what they're doing and why they're going viral and why they're having an impact, and dramatically increase your pace of learning. Number 3 is you could start a journal. Journaling is an amazing way to start getting your thoughts out onto the page without having to put it out in public or being nervous about what somebody might say. I used to journal a lot as a kid, and I really think that journaling actually was kind of a foundational element for me that really turned me into a pretty good writer today. Day One and other journaling apps are great options here, and I'm personally excited for the free journaling app that Apple is supposed to release here in the next couple of months. The 4th thing that you could do to start writing is start a blog. Feel like you have anything to say at all? Start a blog about it. A blog was the first thing that I personally put out into the internet, and it taught me more than I could possibly explain. It'll teach you not only how to actually begin writing, but it'll also teach you the mechanics of content creation and writing with a purpose behind it. WordPress is a great place to start a blog, and I really like medium.com. It's started by the same people that actually started Twitter, and it's a great place that really gets a lot of eyeballs on brand new writers. Skill number 2 is web design and website building. Web design and building websites is something that anybody watching this video can get started with and start making money with right now. I personally have built and sold many websites using just drag and drop website builders. I don't know how to write a line of code, and I've sold them for between $1,500 and $15,000 US. This might be hard to believe, but it's absolute facts. Successful business owners really don't have the time to do this type of thing themselves, even if their online presence is becoming incredibly outdated. With the tools available like Squarespace, Wix, ClickFunnels, and all the other great web platforms that are just drag and drop to begin building websites, anybody watching this video can start building websites with the same level of effort that it takes to create an Instagram, a TikTok, or a Facebook page. It's really become that easy. If you're curious about this, I'd recommend that you just start tinkering with some of these builders yourself. Start building a free website with no real rhyme or reason behind it. Just start figuring out how easy it is. When we first were getting our social media marketing agency agency launched, websites were a great way that we could collect a little bit of extra cash up front, a couple extra $1,000 just to build a website on top of the social media services that we were providing. It was a great way to get a little bit more money up front, update the look and feel of their website that we were going to be driving traffic to, and really start that engagement on a good foot. A great way to start getting some web design clients is just look at websites in your local community. Look at businesses that have a presence that's super outdated. Create a good looking mock-up with the site builder, send them that link and say, hey, I could build something that looks just like this for you, and completely update your website that's going to help you get more customers. Are you interested? And they'll probably get back to you. Build the first one for a small amount of money just to get some experience, and then as you get more and more experienced, start raising your prices over time. Over time, you'll have a healthy business on your hands, and you can start adding in additional services like social media marketing, which you can charge more for on a monthly retainer. I teach that in my course, the SMMA Blueprint. If that sounds interesting, check it out in the description down below. Skill number 3 is content creation. Content is the future of how commerce is going to be done. It already is. Everything comes down to content. Written content, photo content, video content, ad content, educational content, you name it. Knowing how to create content is going to be how you differentiate yourself and your brand in the future, and how you can create a brand that stands on its own. The world's more connected than it's ever been. And the brands and businesses that are going to win in the future are going to be the ones that know that they can create content on the front end that moves people down the sales cycle of doing business with them and giving them money. To start learning the skill of content creation, there's really no better way to learn it than to do it on yourself. Start creating short form content, start writing tweets, start taking photos, start editing videos, download CapCut, get Premiere Pro, figure out how to use these platforms and use these softwares. Just pick whatever jumps out at you and start experimenting with it. You don't need to do anything crazy here. There's people that are killing it on TikTok, shooting with nothing but an outdated iPhone, editing it in the TikTok app itself and uploading it to the internet and getting millions of views and millions in sales. Don't overthink things here. Once you know the basics, there's tons of ways to make money here and quickly. Just like I talked about the people earlier that have outdated websites, those same business owners probably need content creation to compete on social media. Offer to help them create content for their social media. Another great place is the world of online content creators. People like me creating YouTube videos. We need good editors. We need people that can help us make sure that we're hitting our weekly upload schedule. Video editors are dime a dozen right now, but good video editors are incredibly difficult to come by. Find somebody that will give you a shot, charge them a little bit to get started, and hone your skills over time as you begin raising your prices. You can do the exact same for any of the other types of content creation that I listed off. Skill number 4 is marketing and sales. All the skills that I just went over are really fundamental building blocks of what I think is actually the single most important skill that anybody can learn now and in the future, and that is marketing and sales. No, I don't mean used car salesman in an ill-fitting suit type sales. I mean the type of sales that makes the world go round. Marketing and sales are how businesses make money. Good marketing and good sales are how mediocre businesses make a lot of money. Good writing is persuasive and it hits on the actual needs or challenges that people have. Because of this, it drives sales based on those very people's actual wants and needs. Good websites are easy to use, they communicate ideas clearly, and they move people towards a goal. Maybe that's trading a PDF for their contact information, or maybe that's moving them down the page and getting them to actually check out and convert as a paying customer. Good content is aspirational and evokes emotion. It creates brand loyalty and buy-in. It actually makes people want to buy based on the way that it makes them feel and how they actually resonate with it. Good sales isn't actually selling at all, it's just helping people understand what they actually want. Once I understood this and I started listening to people more than I was speaking, all of a sudden all the answers that I needed to turn passive people into paying customers fell into my lap. They told me exactly what they wanted. All that I needed to do was communicate it back to them using the skills that I literally just went over in a meaningful way. Sales and marketing really aren't something that can be taught. It's something that you need to learn by just paying attention to how it's actually happening in front of you on the day-to-day. I do think that one of the best ways to learn these skills quickly and actually get paid to do it is exactly what I did, and that's to start a social media marketing agency. It's a bit like a paid internship where you can charge clients each month to actually deliver these types of services to them and to their business. And as you do so, you can raise your prices as you begin to understand and become more and more effective at it. If that sounds interesting to you, check out the link in the description down below. I teach a course on this very topic called the SMMA Blueprint on how to start, grow, and scale your own social media marketing agency. A great video to watch after this one would be this one right here, where I talk about my story of how I took $150 initial investment and turned it into the 7-figure business that I run today. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you learned from this video in the comments down below, and we'll see you in the next video.